Good enough.
Okay. So we asked some of you moms for some pregnancy questions, and here's what we got back. Thanks for sending them in. What are some good poses to relieve lower back pain? I am a big fan of strengthening the glutes and lower body to prevent from the low back doing the work. So check out some booty exercises online. Get yourself a booty band and do lots of glute and just hip strengtheners as much as you can. Good poses for this weird pubic bone pain. That again is usually from shifting of the skeletal system in the pelvis, so strengthen as much as you can. Do a yoga class that's really focusing on bringing everything in versus stretching a lot and making everything shift and change a lot more. Sometimes nerve endings and things like that settle in a way that can kind of leave mama feeling uncomfortable. We call that lightning crotch. I don't know if that's a technical term, but that's how it feels. I hear a lot of women say that breathing and getting ahead of their contractions help them through labor. Is this Ujjayi breathing or something else? Typically, we want to stay away from Ujjayi breathing because it heats the body. My understanding, I've not had a labor yet, but my understanding is that long exhales and fluid inhales and just really focusing on the release of the exhale is what we want to be up to get ahead of contractions in labor. When will I feel baby move? I think this is different for everyone. I think they say as soon as like 16, 17 weeks and as late as 22, 23 weeks. I felt baby with my feet in the sand at the ocean. We had our beach chairs up in the water and the tide kept pulling back, and I felt the sensations at the first time. And I was about 18 weeks, 17 and a half weeks, and it was amazing. And now it feels active all the time. Okay, what are the best and easiest yoga moves for relaxation that I can do during labor? I think it really just depends on your body. I would say cat-cow, being on all fours, finding a peanut ball if your birthing facility has one, and just doing some movements. I think the worst case scenario is you're staying still. I think when you have movement and just a really intuitive connection with yourself, your body will let you know. I had one mother that shared with us that she was told to birth and labor in bed at the hospital, but she knew from having a prenatal yoga experience that she wanted to get up and move, and she just kept focusing on her breath and finding her roots under her feet like in tree pose, and she said she kept coming back to that, and that really helped her. Of course, she delivered in a bed, but she labored up until the baby was ready to come, and I think that really helped her to connect with what she knew she needed versus jumping in the bed and then going against what her intuition was letting her know. Will you have a birthing doula, and do you have recommendations? I am not having a birthing doula. Andrew will be there, my husband will be there, and my mom will be down the hall. She used to work in labor and delivery. For me, I'd rather it be a private thing for he and I. I've also had some women tell me I absolutely should get a birthing doula because some husbands and supporters and might not know exactly what you need when a doula does. So I'd say it's really up to you and what you feel is good for you and what you think you might need. We are having a postnatal doula. Her name's Kesley Kerrigan. I'll put it in the blog. I'll link to her site, but she also works at iShine. She's amazing. She is very conscientious and ahead of the game, and she'll help us with things like around the house after the baby's here, and everything from breastfeeding to helping us with cooking and cleaning. She even said she'd walk the dogs and water all our plants. So call a postpartum doula if that's something that you might want support for. I was told too that mamas are, their job is the baby the first few weeks and months, and support and care should be for a mom by everybody else, and so make sure you're getting what you need. I wanted to share with you guys 2 books by Ina May. Oh no, I don't have them. Should I go get them? Can I go get my books? Can we cut real quick?
She's live.
I'm gonna go get my books.
Yep.
Okay, can I give a plug for a good rocker? We spent a lot of time looking for a good rocker. One that spins and pivots and reclines, and from what I gather, there's gonna be a lot of time spent right here. So get you a really good rocker. Sit in it before you buy it. Anyways, rocker. We got this one at the Gaffney Pottery Barn outlet for half price, and it reclines. I'm excited about my chair. So these 2 books have changed how I view pregnancy and delivery. They're both by a midwife. Her name's Ina May. And if you've been within several feet of me lately, you'll hear me talk about Ina May. She's probably the most well-known midwife in the United States. There's 2 books here. One is Ina May's Guide to Childbirth. I would start with this one. And then Ina May's Guide to Breastfeeding. I'm currently about 3/4 of the way through this one. She is really savvy at presenting birth stories from across time, as early as the 1400s documentation that's left of pregnancy and delivery to what she's experienced in the 30 or 40 years of her being a midwife, and just really empowering. I love her message at the end of the first book that your body is not a lemon. So trust that you know what you're gonna need during pregnancy and during labor. Just really good books I would recommend. I think that's it. Somebody had asked how long Andrew and I knew we wanted kids. I know I'd wanted kids my whole life. And yeah, we found out we were pregnant on the 1 year of the studio on April the 1st. It was also April Fool's. And no one ever talks about how stressful the first trimester is. There's a lot of fear there. So I didn't know that was real. You want to celebrate it and tell everybody, but you're also like, is this gonna be a thing forever? And also how long we had been trying. We'd been trying about 6 or 7 months, and I started to get real discouraged, as moms can, women can. And actually my OBGYN said, Genevieve, what do you think the rate is of moms that have infertility? And I said, I don't know, probably 40 to 50%. That was what my guess was. She said, no, it's about 15 to 20. She said, you're healthy. Andrew's healthy. Just keep having sex. And then we got pregnant the next month. So whatever your situation is, just know there's a lot of support for you in the community of other mothers, of people in the same position you might be in. And I've found a lot of help in getting it external instead of just so much in my mind. So take care of yourselves. If you have any other questions, you can reach out to me. Thanks for your questions that y'all sent in. Happy baby movement. Cheers.